There was a woman in Shunem, a very rich woman, and whenever Elisha would go to Shunem, she perceived that Elisha was a man of God, so she treated him well. She treated him properly, she took care of him, she cherished him, she took care of him with all her heart. She had no children. So when she took care of Elisha one day, God moved Elisha to ask what the woman wanted. And let me read the story for you, because there's something important that I have to teach you from there. 2 Kings chapter 4 verse 14 to 17. Elisha asked Gehazi, "What can I do for her then?" He answered, "Well, she has no son, and her husband is an old man." Then Elisha said, "Tell her to come." She came and stood in the doorway, and Elisha said to her, "By this time next year, you will be holding a son in your hands." "Oh," she exclaimed, "please, sir, don't lie to me. You're a man of God." But as Elisha had said, at about that time the following year, she gave birth to a son. This woman, her miracle literally came, but she rejected it. In fact, it was only by the mercy of God that she still got pregnant. Her breakthrough came, but she rejected it. Her deliverance came, but she rejected it. She couldn't see it. She could not get pregnant all her life. The thing she has been waiting for how long? When that thing came, she rejected it. She had not gotten pregnant for so long that when the time came when she was supposed to be pregnant, she said it is not possible. It is possible to be so long in darkness that you reject the light. It is possible to be so much in the dark that you do not believe that it is possible to be in the light. That's why you must be careful. Be careful to never lose hope. The truth is that hope comes at a cost of your happiness. Human beings will love comfortability. And you see, the thing about hope is that hope makes us uncomfortable, because hope makes us unable to adapt to that situation we are in. And you see, when God puts us through a painful situation and He hides us in the dark, or whatever it is He wants to do in our life, it is not forever. It is to teach us something. So when God puts you through that situation, He will make sure you do not adapt to the situation, and you do not become like the Shunem woman, that you stay so long in darkness that you do not believe that light is possible. So He will not keep on giving you promises. He will keep on promising you. But there's a dark side to that promise. That promise God gives you will make you uncomfortable and will make you unhappy. The fact that He has promised you means that you will constantly keep on hoping, which means that you'll be unable to subconsciously adapt to the pain you are going through. The Shunem woman lost all hope. She was comfortable having no child. So comfortable that she did not even want a child again. She said, "Don't lie to me." She rejected the reality of believing because she was now comfortable. God doesn't want that for you. That's why He gave you that promise. Whether it be in visions or the word, or He made somebody tell you, or that feeling you get in your heart. Sometimes it's not necessarily God, but these things are ways that God can talk to you. God has given you that hope because He doesn't want you to adapt. And I told you that hope is at the cost of you being uncomfortable and being unhappy. Because every day you'll be hoping for that situation, which means that every day you are in that situation, right, it will hurt you. And then unhappy means that every day you wake up, even if you have that God's promise that gives you joy, every day you wake up and you still see yourself where you are, it will cause you great pain. If God did not promise David that David was going to be king, I promise you, but David would have adapted to the life he was living, where he was rushing from caves to caves. David would have been okay with being a general for Saul. David would have been okay with his mediocre life. God doesn't want you to adapt. He doesn't want you to become like the woman of Shunem. He wants you to learn from the situation, yes, but he wants you to keep on believing that it's possible. But of course, no matter what, remember that God is merciful. I know there are times that we break down, we cry, sometimes we insult God. That's why I realized that I've done that before. That's why when I read the book of Job, I respect Job. People like Job are built different. But God is merciful. No matter what you do, no matter how much you stray away from the path, please find your way back. God loves you. Doesn't matter how many times you fall, but it matters whether you get up each time. And it is when you get up that you learn. Because when you fall, don't look at where you fell. Look at where you slipped or where you tripped. If you remain on the ground, you will only see where you fell because you are looking down on where your body hit. But if you get up, that's when you can look back and say, oh, so that thing was on the ground, or I hit my leg on that stone. And once you see that thing, you will now be more cautious and you will never make that mistake again. So my brother, no matter what you've done, no matter which mistakes you have made, right, come back to God and let God's process on your life be worth it. God bless you.